citrus fruits, for all of those vegetables, there are ways to recover some value before you now convert to compost. So at the end of the day, we can achieve zero waste. So for all of those waste in the my two market, vegetables, pepper, there are things we can recover before we now put the rest to convert to compost that you now use to grow your food. So there's possibility to achieve zero waste. We just need to pass knowledge.
But how can we work with the journalists? That's what I'm saying. So I mean,
we
because
need government to be able to achieve anything.
No, we are journalists. Okay, he wants to help us.
But we still need government to be able to
Okay.
pass knowledge to those people, because they will listen to government first. So maybe through the Yaloja system or through the Ministry of Environment. Because even if you talk on the papers or internet, the market women don't read. Yes, so but through the Ministry of Environment, you can get to engage the leadership of the market, and then you have to go physically to address them. They don't read papers, they don't read internet news.
Okay.
So that's the best way to reach them, and it has to be one-on-one. I'm showing them things.
Okay. Yeah. All right, Mr. Omatosho.
I think government first, but I want to charge and abolish this bit of photojournalists Nigeria that they should do an exploration to the market in conjunction with the KAI, so that they will sensitize the market to it. Don't forget that market is part of tourism exploration, because the tourists, the people that are coming to the country, they need to go to some certain markets to get some stuff. So it's very important that this bit of the photojournalists, since they want to make environmental this as a flagship, just as Oga said here, you can write to the agency of government that you want to explore some certain market to sensitize them. It's very doable. Okay, so from there you can now sensitize them. And again, that if you notice around Lagos, where do you see waste bin? You only find it again. It's very, very important. In most of these markets, there is no waste bin. And if there is, if it gets to the fullest, nobody wants to come and take it again. So as a result of that, they shut the market. And once they shut the market, those are the people they will go outside on a daily adventure to save certain amount of money to look after their families. So I think it is brought down on this association that they should write to the government that we want to take this step. We want to educate the market women, about the cleanliness and sustainability as regards to the environment.
Thank you very, very much. Now, you still want to say something, sir? Okay, fantastic. Now, we have some very lovely looking women behind. They have some knowledge they want to share with us concerning the things we've been discussing. So they're going to be coming forward now to let us hear from them how the things they're going to be talking about will help us to live a more sustainable life and to have a life that is devoid of pollution. Please celebrate them as they come forward. Now, whilst they're coming forward, when I was growing up, I used to think that the more dirty a buka, the more sweet the amala. Because at some point, I was wondering that when people say they want to go and eat in a particular corner, when you get there, sometimes they have to put their legs on gutter. And I'm like, is that part of what add to the food? But I think we're getting out of that right now. We're having more clean environment. Thank you very much, ma'am. Please come forward.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. God bless you for those wonderful speech. Yeah. This is IJ, and we have others at the back. We are representing the Forever Living Company, and I've been in the business for over 11 years, and health brought me to the business because I'm a prints I have a printing press, but my health brought me to this amazing company 11 years ago. And ever since then, because of what I have gotten from the product, I have not stopped using, and my entire family. And I want to appreciate the leadership of this girl for this topic. When I saw the topic, I said, wow, you've done a great job. Because when I look at the um, UN in 2021, I got to know that Nigeria had the most child death caused by pollution. And this is due to pneumonia and all that. And also, um, according to World Health Organization, more than 7 million premature deaths every year around the world. And this contributes to pulmonary and heart diseases like lung cancer, respiratory infections, and the chronic obstructive pulmonary diseases. So this is a very good sign. But from the angle, I want us to look at this, whatever I'm saying today is self-care, from the angle of self-care and being intentional about your health. Look at everything we've had about air pollution, water pollution, and everything. We have a part to play, just like our keynote speakers have said. We have a part to play. While we are waiting for the government, we need to do our own part. And one of the things we need to do is to take care of our health. Today, I just want to look at the gut health. I want to look at free radicals, and I'm going to be very fast about it. You know, the free radicals are from all this pollution, and what they do is they damage the cells. The body has the ability to heal itself if given the right nutrients. But where are they? From our vegetables to our water to our soil, we have a lot of toxins over everywhere. And so we need to pay attention to our health. We do, unfortunately, we pay attention to so many inanimate objects, like our cars. If anything happens to our car today, we are ready to spend 50,000 naira on it. But this body that carries the heart, we don't do anything about it. And look, this our heart is just like a fist. And it started talking since we were conceived. It started working since we were conceived. And it will continue to work. So are we not going to take care of that heart? Then our God, they said, death begins in the colon. What do we put in our intestine, in our system? What do we put in it? So are we careful about what we eat, what we drink, where we go? What are the things we are doing to take care of our God? Everybody this morning must have more important than all these things we are putting on. And so what we are trying to say is that we need to be intentional about our health. And what are the little things we can do? You know, like I said, the body has the capability to heal itself. So when you nourish yourself, when you take care of yourself, it will give you that healing properties that you need. I told you I had all sorts of ailments and all that before I joined this amazing opportunity. But ever since, to the glory of God, I don't know when last I can't read it. It was something very serious. She just started, holding her tummy. And we were like, oh, what is it? We just went. And when we got there, it was a private hospital. Like play, it was 1.2 million. The bill given to us was 1.2 million. And my husband now called a doctor friend, a family friend, and that one said, you don't say anything when the hospital gives you anything to juice. I mean, you can only beg. There is nothing, you cannot query them. So my husband now went ahead and said, please, I'm just helping this girl, and she's living in my house, please help me. And the woman told my husband that, look, the best hands in the medical field are all Japan. And so we need to take care of the ones we have. And to take care of the ones we have to pay them well. In fact, they charge us for using of the theater. My husband said, but it's your hospital now. Do you want to charge us for using theater? They said, for that theater to be on, they are always on gen. You know what this whole is. For that theater to be, they have to take care of everything. They lighten all these things, they spend money on it, so they have to charge separately. And you know, I just at that point I said, God, I thank you, because I can't remember. Even though if I won't have anything to do now with my husband's company, I will have a free medical service. But for her, she's living in her house. She's not part. She's not, even my children, they are all married, and so they cannot even use our facility as after 18 years. So and they are on their own now. So it can only be my husband and I, who is retired, that can use the facility. So anybody living in my house, we're going to pay. I tell you, at the end of the whole thing, we have to pay 1 million. We paid 1 million to take care of that lady. So now, don't be sick. That's what we are saying. Because you are not even sure of the medicine. Augmentin was 24,000, as at yesterday we saw 57. All the companies that have left Nigeria, they are not having a very friendly environment. And so all the drugs, like the doctor told my husband, that they have to import all those drugs. So don't be sick. And there are little things you can do by detoxifying every day. You know, doctor was talking about styrofoam. Do you know some styrofoam kind of thing is many hearts? And that's why you have a lot of people going on down with cholesterol, bad oil, bad cholesterol from what we eat. So I'll just do two demonstrations to show you what you can do. Just take care of your health. Apportion some money every month to take care of your health. You know, I've been enjoying it. And in fact, sometimes some people don't recognize me, because if I show you the way I was looking 10 years ago, you will know that when you can, beauty is from the inside, and you can remain strengthened. And our daddy, the chairman, you can see him. I said, Daddy, you are growing younger. You are looking younger. His secret is forever product. So that's why we are here. Our dear chairman, thank you, sir, for bringing this opportunity to everyone. So all we are saying is, join us, take care of yourself, be healthy. There are so many deaths that can be avoided if well taken care of. So I just want to do this demo and show some people, because we are always coming anytime we have a program like this. We always come around. So I know some of you have seen this demo, but let's remind ourselves. Faith comes by hearing and hearing the word of God. So you need to keep on hearing and hearing and know what you can do to yourself. Okay? So water is life, and so we need to drink a lot of water. As much as I believe in water therapy, it's very okay to do water therapy, but when you want to wash your clothes, I don't know, do you use only water? You have to add soap. So you need to take care. So water is life. Don't stop there. From food you eat, from water, from the plastics and all that. What to use iodine to represent? What to use iodine to represent acid? You know, it's a calm oxidizing agent. And so you want to handle anything oxidative, you need to use something acid. So we use iodine to show that from pollution we have something. From pollution, you give you. When you put all those stuff in, what happens? Your blood is affected. when your plaques, there are plaques on the arteries, what happens? Just like you have there's a hose in your hand, and you're pumping water, and that hose, anytime that thing squeezes, water will not come. So the same thing, when you have too much of bad cholesterol in your body, what happens? It gives you, the heart will now start, pumping blood with more force, with maybe a high force. So what do we take? Active C omega 3. When we're young, our mommy will give us these 7 C's. Our parents, when we're growing young, when we're growing up, they were giving us 7 C's, because even though they don't even know what it means, but they know that olive oil and all these things are very good for the heart. So if you want to have a solid heart, don't wait until you start having problems. That's what we preach in Forever. We are preaching wellness. So what do? You take 2 or 3 2 times, depending on what you like. I eat twice a day, so I take 3 in the morning after food. I take 3 at night. So what does it do? It takes the plaques away. So even if you have heart issues, take our Arctic. Take our, and we have, for the gut health, we have Pro-B. Pro-B is probiotic. We have a lot of products there. Our products, if you want anything, a lady came here just to pick something for the mom, that sugar and diabetes and all that. So our products will work on cellular level. We are not saying we are doctors or we are selling drugs. In fact, our own is functional medicine, it's nutritional medicine. And this is what is going to happen now. We have our super green that have 20 fruits and vegetables. If you are afraid of taking orange outside, don't be afraid of taking our super green, because you are getting value. So our products are natural. Doctor was talking of taking organic things. If you see, if you use organic products, it's better for you. All drugs have side effects, but organic supplements, I'm not talking of all these supplements on the shelf, because some of them are toxic, because some of them even have chemicals. But I have been to the plantation of Forever in Dallas. I have been to a lot of this. I've traveled about 13 times with this company, and I've seen that they are in charge of manufacturing, they are in charge of research and development. So you are sure of what you are taking. You are very sure of what you're taking. So thank you very much for listening. Just come to our stand. You will see that we have a lot of things, and God, by God's grace, will help and give very good discount today because of the season. Thank you very much for your time.
Is Mr. Shino Badru, CEO, Technology Times Media Limited. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together as I have him come onto the stage.
Let me stand on existing protocol. I like traveling a lot, so that's why you see me carrying a bag. I'm not going to be making, can I crave your indulgence to get someone give us service, wipe out this water, so that I can use this table for demonstration. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. My presentation with you today is going to be slightly out of the conventional, and I'll tell you why it's slightly out of the conventional. I have a background in journalism. The chairman of the guild today is one of those people that trained me back in my rookie years as a rookie reporter back in this day newspaper. I remain most grateful to him and several other people I can see. Pius. I was among one of those crop of young reporters that joined this day I think about a year or two after the newspaper started, I just finished from the Mass Communication Department, University of Lagos. Why am I bringing this to bear? As an undergraduate in Mass Communication Department, University of Lagos, I'd always loved photography. I joined the Unilag Photography Club and became the PRO of the Unilag Photography Club before graduating from that school. So I'd always not just love photography, I was looking forward to a future as a travel and tourism journalist. I read Life, I read National Geographic, I had great ideas as to what to do with the camera. So when I started working this day, I was put on the travel and tourism beat, and that's where so I could relate easily anytime I mean, when you were speaking, Mr. Motosha. I could, let me also say, the travel and tourism thing is still very much in me because, I mean, I travel around places, just carry my camera. I go for this annual event in Rwanda. In October, I was in Rwanda. When the event was over, I took a few days off to go and see, and it's something that I would like to share with us today also as an experience, to go and experience their wildlife. I went to a place called Akagera National Park, some 3-4 hours outside of the city of Kigali. By the way, I want to validate what Madam also told us. If you are a visitor coming into the nation called Rwanda, you're warned on the plane that you cannot come into Rwanda with your nylon bag. It's not allowed. You cannot come into the city of Kigali with nylon bag. You can't. And you can't find anywhere in that city. Just those brown paper bags and all of that. So what's so spectacular about what I'm going to say and the connection with the subject matter that we're gathered for here today is the fact that when for one reason or the other, my journalism career had to change. My journalism career, the publisher of this day, look at those young men were starting the infotech this day, blah blah blah. Technology is changing the world. You will be responsible for those pages. That's what changed my life, and today I've worked in that space ever since. So it has allowed me to see the change that technology has brought into the photography art, into the photography practice, and into the photography business. If I bring out something for you, which is why I said I brought this back, I have a few things I wanted to basically, yes, and ask the traditional photojournalist and say to you, what is this? I'm sure everybody in this room will say this is a camera. Okay, let me do something slightly differently. Is there any one of us who remembers those good old OB van of NT back in those days? If you're having an event and they need to do a live coverage, do you recall those vans that need to come over to do live coverages? The van is probably maybe about this size from over there to that side, and they have a whole total crew that needs to come and do a live event. Yes or no? Excellent. Today, I have this small piece of gadget. You all have it in your pocket. I bet they've tapped mine. They haven't tapped it. It's here. The OB van goes around with nothing less than a crew of 8. Am I correct? Okay, you are not NT staff members, so you would know. However, there's a gentleman behind the screen there. I can see some of their live cameras, and that camera over there, if you look at it, is a space that I'm slightly conversant with. That camera over there has no wires connected to that console. Am I right? However, it is wirelessly communicating with the console over there and wirelessly transmitting the live video from his camera to the console over there. Am I correct, sir? Okay. So, what has happened is that technology continues to change everything, and technology continues to evolve before we come to the more sophisticated part called AI. If you look at this camera, conventionally, it used to be that you would have a camera, you wanted a longer lens, they will sell you, Pius, am I correct? They will sell you maybe like a 50 mm, or you want a wide angle, or you want a telephoto. But somebody smart thought about it that there will be people who wanted a longer lens and probably don't need to buy a lens attachment. So they sold us this camera. So when you switch on this is a 600 mm lens. It might be difficult for you to believe. I'm just trying to show you some of the things that technology has done. Now, when I switch this on, this is what happens. You can't see anything happening. Okay, you'll see it now. Have you seen the difference? So it means I can be here and take a picture of a lion that's very far away from me, and I won't need to put my life in danger. But this is a conventional camera that you're used to. Any one of you who watch Netflix, who watch CNN and all these other new generation TV outlets, know that there's something that is to be said about the quality of the video, the minimum quality that you need to do today. 4K is even outdated. 4K is even outdated. However, if I bring this up and ask you, what is this? This is a camera. Does look like a camera. Okay. I'm going to do a demo for you. That's why I said I brought this back. And I'm going to show you just pretty much the same way. When we're going for an interview, my boss, Mr. Ajala, will have to come with us. The interview crew will come. The photographer will come separately with us, because they will have to take the picture, particularly if you're doing one of those extensive interviews out there. You'll have to use 2 pages, 3 pages, 4 pages, and all of that. So the cameraman will come with you. The journalist will also go with you. And what happens? It does happen that the reporter will do the interview. I would need to sit for hours and transcribe that interview. That's the most grueling journalism work that you could imagine. Interview transcription. Yes, it's very, very difficult. So you will do the interview, you will transcribe the interview. Mr. Ajala would then go and watch. They watched films back then. I remember there's this place on Obafemi Awolowo, a very popular studio back then. They all would run there in the evening because there's some pictures that they need to use in the newspaper the next day. I can relate with this because I come from mainstream newspaper. Anyway, so back to our conversation. Just pretty much the same analogy of that NTA OB van. They call them OB van, outside broadcasting van, to be able to do live transmission. This is a camera. This does over 4K resolution. The tiny thing you're looking at here. That's not the wow about it. This is the wow about it. So this is me here. Okay. I put this here. I extend this. It will stand on its own. And that's not the story. This is the story. So I turn the camera towards me and I make the camera look at me. The camera establishes contact with my face. It's tracking me now. So, what does that say? How does that challenge everything that we've known about the practice, the business, and the art of this endeavor that we call photojournalism? It means that we will have to sit down and breathe in deeply. What do I mean? We breathe in deeply and ask ourselves that, when I brought out this camera, as professional as quite a number of you where you didn't actually know what it was. But that's how technology, let me be slightly basic about it because I'm not just a Yoruba man, I'm an Ijebu man. And I can relate to the very popular proverb about the Ekwemo. What do Yoruba say about Ekwemo when it's eating you or when it's devouring you, particularly when you're sleeping at night? How does it do? Ekwemo máa ń ṣe kí ni? Á jẹ́ àwa fi atẹ́gùn sí. That's pretty much so. I live and breathe technology. So I can relate with what is happening to our industry. Before we even come to AI, let us look at what basic technology has done to the business of photojournalism today. It means that if you run a newspaper or a media outlet and any of these other endeavors, it will mean that they are now increasingly some. I'm not part of that crowd that would ever say that the AI technology or some sophisticated camera can replace the journalist. No, it will never be. It will never be. However, today's photojournalist will require a new set of skill sets. Inevitably. Inevitably. You can't run away from it. If this gentleman were still watching films, he won't be able to use this camera. These are digital cameras. So nobody goes to any dark room to watch films anymore. So we've seen that evolution happen and it will continue to happen and happen the more. This is actually, what's the word now? This is actually outdated compared to what's in the market today. Yes, this is pretty much outdated. But that is what technology has done to photojournalism, has done to photography, has done to every single aspect of our life, has even done to journalism business itself. Today, a man can sit in his home on the comfort of his laptop and just release one story and shake the whole of Nigeria without needing to go to Creek Road or needing to go to Vanguard Canal or needing to go to the Guardian. So that's journalism that we're seeing today, and it will continue to evolve. It will continue to be that things will no longer be the same again. Let me take you back in time to when I started journalism so that you can get an idea of how impactful that. It's not just photojournalism that technology has affected. It has affected every other phase of the media industry. You all recall that as a reporter back then, I'm sure there is Daily Times people that can even relate with this the more. If you went to back then, let me give a typical journalist day. There is an event in a hotel. So you go to a hotel, get on a downfall quickly, get there. Maybe the event is starting at 9 o'clock. You go there, stay till about 12 when the event is over, and you get on the bus and you're rushing back to Creek Road. You spend about minimum 2-3 hours in traffic. So by the time you get to the office, for those of you who are not journalists or who have never practiced journalism, I've given you some of the tricks of the trade. So when you first of all you get back to the office, you'll find one beer parlor. First of all, take a bottle of beer to cool your head. Okay? Then you go to the newsroom and get off court. If you all remember what we call off court back in the day. You get off court. Am I right or wrong? Okay, people who are not journalists can't know what we call off court. So you get off court and you get a pen. You get a pen. Off court is our own language for paper, like A4 size. Except that they cut them out of newsprint. Am I right? Excellent. It's nice being in your company, my old school ogas and contemporaries. So we write the story in longhand. It might be difficult for you to relate with today. I usually tell younger journalists that the way we practice back then. You will first write that story in longhand. You will take that story to your editor. Your editor will look at it and make some corrections on it. Okay? When they finish making that correction, you then take that piece of paper to a lady who will first of all type it out on another paper. Another paper. From paper to paper. So when she's done, I think they take it to the news editor. News editor will now select the stories that will go for tomorrow. So if your story makes the cut for tomorrow, they will then take that paper to a room that is marked computer room, no entry to unauthorized personnel. So it's like a shrine. You can't go in. It's not everybody that goes in there. So they then type those things on a computer. A computer was very exotic back in those days. It was very exotic. So that's why they wrote on that door, no entry to unauthorized personnel. So it's typed in there. It goes from there to another person who takes a look at it, and then they then do a final selection, and then it goes to the DTP room where they then do page planning. Yes, the production room. Have you counted the number of steps and human interaction? Today, somebody can be in Asaba. Hey, send your story. Oh, okay, internet is not working. Send it via WhatsApp. The man has already typed it on their smartphone. Process number 1. From their smartphone, it goes to the editor. Process number 2. Editor takes a look at it, sends it to to the website. Process number 3. The world is reading your story. You don't have to go to a hotel, travel through Danfo, come back, drink beer before you go and type on paper, write on paper, go to computer room before it goes to page planning. That's another way that technology has become another equemo. The thing that is doing is that these things evolve. The reason we say that they evolve is that they don't happen overnight. So they're not disruptive as much as we can discern. So, back to AI. This is a general interest audience. I'm not going to start impressing you with some technical terms, other than the first thing you have to remember. I'm sure that all of you have seen a lot of these AI generated images. The only thing you need to ask yourself is to sit back and breathe again and ask yourself this simple question. Please, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I need absolute silence. Let us ask ourselves just one simple question. AI can take a photograph without what? That's why it's AI. It does not require a camera for AI to take a picture that can look as good as the picture that Mr. Adiala has taken. So somebody would then wake up one day and say, oh, why do I need a photographer? Because if you see some of the realistic images that AI has been able to create, you then ask yourself, why do I need a photographer? Prospects and opportunities and the possibilities of this very wonderful guild. I am very sure that there's none of you using those cameras that you need to bring out a roll of film and you need to rush up to somewhere on Awola Road and they take it into a dark room and it takes another for 24 hours before we're no longer using that technology. It means then that we should look out for the technology on the landscape in our business and see how we can acquire the skills. It's about continuous reinvention. For you to remain competitive, you have to have new skills to be able to play in that space. Even all our organizations are doing it. In the past, if you look at or if you remember, in the past it used to be that these days of this world, the guardians of this world, the Vanguard, the Punch, will say, oh, when you go out, maybe a photojournalist or a reporter, we will use the story in tomorrow's newspaper. Is that the case today? No. If you have a story and they think it's newsworthy enough, they first publish it where? Online. Because the audience there, look at how many of you remember the famous Ghana air crash? The first time you heard about it, was it through a newspaper? Some random eyewitness who is passing by has a tiny smartphone. They take a picture, they put it on Instagram, they put it on Facebook, it goes viral on WhatsApp. And what happens? You already have news. Do they need to buy the newspaper tomorrow? Do they need to buy the newspaper tomorrow? So if you people in the business are recognizing the fact that news is now a 24/7 commodity, it means that we need new skills and a total new mindset. The new skill and the new mindset. You know that there's a mindset that can totally Waiting be this AI where then they talk, say they just they talk. If you don't open your mind to acquisition of new knowledge, then it means that you will not be able to remain competitive in this new landscape. And like I promised you, mine is going to be practical. I don't have slides. I'm just going to, I will come here, show you a few things that are happening, and provoke your mind. I will equally let you into a secret. I promised my everyone here that there's an initiative that I'm part of a group working on. I'm having a conversation with him over the weekend. I'm sure that by the time we've done with that conversation, he will be able to relate back to the field because I can relate and I can appreciate the world, the evolving world of photojournalism. So, what are my key two takeaways for the photojournalists out there in an evolving world of technology and AI? It needs a new skill set to be able to remain relevant and remain competitive in that landscape. It also requires a new mindset. You know why mindset is important? I remember when we started doing color in this day newspaper. The other newspapers, oh, come on, it's not sustainable. How can somebody be doing color? Is there still anybody doing black and white newspaper today? So you need to open up your mind to the fact that changes are always the only thing that are constant. So two key takeaways: the mindset and the ability to be able to make yourself susceptible to new skills. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much for your rapt attention.
Thank you very much, sir. Wow. We're living in an evolving world. Whether we accept it or not, changes are coming. We also need to open up our mind because whether we like it or not, when the changes come, we must be able to embrace it so that we will not be left behind. Once again, please help me celebrate Mr. Shino Baduru. Okay, we have the representative of the General Manager of the Lagos State Environment Protection Agency in the house. He's actually the Director, Data Management. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please help me warmly celebrate Reverend Olaniyan Tanimola. Tommy Lola. Okay, sorry. Tommy Lola. Okay. Reverend Olaniyan Tomilola, please help me celebrate him, please. Please come forward. He's going to be given the remark from the director. Please celebrate him one more time.
I'm going to be very brief. I will just read through the presentation of the general manager. He has sent his greetings. He actually wanted to come personally, and that was why he asked someone to, which he started by 11. Unfortunately, he's still in the meeting, so I have to come to do the presentation. Environmental pollution, a threat to human, social, and economic capital of a nation. I wish to greet and recognize all the distinguished guests and esteemed invitees present in today's august occasion, where journalists in Nigeria are drawing our attention to important subjects of the environment in relation with the economy and social challenges of our day. Just last week, I was away to COP28 in Dubai with the Nigerian team led by the president, and the experiences, some of which he wanted to share in this presentation, are definitely memorable and of
grave concerns. As a nation, we all have the collective responsibility to improve, upgrade, and transform our local environment in making it safe, friendly, and livable as a matter of urgency. While also thanking the Guild of Photojournalists in Nigeria for giving me this platform, I wish to add that a crucial aspect of journalism is photojournalism, pictures and visuals. Nothing sticks to the memory like visuals because it captures how it happened, providing evidences and proofs to either win a case or make a case. In my evaluation, I will refer to photojournalism as a threat to human, social, and economic capital of the nation. What I will be doing is to shed more light on how pollution affects our socio-economic lives individually, as communities, and as a nation. Environmental pollution is the contamination of Earth's environment with materials that interfere with human health, the quality of life, or the natural functioning of ecosystems, living organisms, and their physical surroundings. This unfavorable alteration of our surroundings through changes in energy patterns, radiation levels, and chemical or physical changes are wholly or largely a byproduct of man's actions, while a few are caused via natural disasters and eruptions. Just last week, November 29, 2023, it was reported by Newsweek through Ellie Cook that radiation levels in the Russian-controlled southern Ukrainian city of Mariupol are 15 times higher than what is considered a safe figure. This quickly brings to mind the Chernobyl disaster of 1986 in Chernobyl, Ukraine, which killed 49 people and was estimated to have damaged almost 7 billion of property, $7 billion of property. Other notable environmental pollution cases in the world include the Niger Delta oil spill in Nigeria, led to repeated outbreaks of serious diseases, beginning in 1912 with reports of Ita disease, a painful skin and bone condition. More than 400 million barrels of toxic oil waste were released into watersheds from oil operations in the Amazon rainforest over nearly 30 years, which the indigenous community contended that it caused widespread health problems. Coming back home to Nigeria again, the magnitude and threat caused by environmental pollution through illegal mining activities in numerous parts of the country is yet to be fully estimated. Let me also remind us that there is a history of smog in Lagos in 2005, just as we have in Beijing, Iran, Mongolia, Pakistan, India, and other big cities of the world. The World Bank Study Report 2020 on the cost of air pollution in Lagos estimates that air pollution resulted in 11,200 premature premature deaths in 2018 alone. Children under 5 were at a higher risk of respiratory infections, accounting for 60% of the deaths. Accordingly, Lagos is a commercial and economic hub of Nigeria. It is also one of the world's fastest growing mega cities, expected to become the largest city by 2100. It generated 25% of the gross domestic product in 2015, 70% of the country's industrial and commercial activities. Fast urbanization and industrialization have exposed the majority of the population to high levels of air pollution with negative impacts on human lives, a threat to health and climate. Ambient air pollution in both cities and rural areas is causing fine particulate matter, which results in strokes, heart diseases, lung cancer, as well as acute and chronic respiratory diseases. The market impacts of outdoor pollution, which includes impacts on labor productivity, health expenditures, and agricultural crop yields, are projected to lead to global economic cost waste, including exposure to improper e-waste disposal, cause debilitating and fatal illnesses, create harmful living conditions, and destroy ecosystems. Economically, it hurts work productivity. Socially, it exacerbates criminal behavior. Other research shows that air pollution negatively predicts people's life satisfaction and well-being. Poor air quality is linked to a vast array of economic costs, such as those from healthcare expenses, lost productivity, ecosystem damage, and decreased tourism. Fortunately, extensive research proves that the benefits of reducing air pollution far outweigh the costs of doing it. In my first industrial monitoring exercise as General Manager LASEPA, I witnessed firsthand the environmental pollution from the iron and steel sector. It can best be described as pollution with impunity. Sanctions alone will not achieve clean air cities, but technological solutions supported by systematic enforcement procedures will bring about the desired results. Photojournalism can complement the agency drive in improving the environment by monitoring violators before, during, and after enforcement in order to achieve compliance. Secondly, on water pollution, the demand for fresh water rises continuously as the world's population grows. From 1940 to 1990, withdrawals of fresh water from rivers, lakes, reservoirs, and other sources increased fourfold. By the rule of the thumb, I can tell you confidently that Lagos waters are polluted. This is definitely a big threat to tourism potentials and health of Lagosians. The agency is looking forward to carrying out complete surface water analysis of water bodies within the state in the near future, but current agency laboratory results from groundwater analysis and the reducing level of potable water in the state is already a concern. Unquantified volume of untreated wastewater flowing from abattoirs, municipal estates, landfills, landfill leachates, city runoffs, sewage and effluent treatment plants find their ways into the surface water. They cannot be accounted for because they are mostly done at clandestine hours or via bypasses too numerous to identify. Industrial pollutants that run into streams, lakes, rivers can have serious effects on wildlife, plants, animals, and humans. The marine fisheries supported by ocean ecosystems are an essential source of protein, particularly for people in developing countries. Yet, pollution in coastal bays, estuaries, or wetlands threaten fish stocks already depleted by overfishing. In 1989, 26,000 barrels of oil spill from the oil tanker Exxon Valdez into Alaska's Prince William Sound, a pristine and rich fishing ground. In 1999, there were 8,539 reported spills in and around US waters involving 4.4 billion liters of oil. Thus, unabated environmental pollution of the water bodies internationally and locally are a threat to food scarcity and can become a source of food contamination within the food chain. These are countries where they take detailed account of happenings in the environment, not to talk of countries where they don't even account for the damages and spill and so on like that. Lastly, unwanted sound or noise, such as that produced by airplanes, traffic, or industrial machinery, is considered a form of pollution. Today, the sources of noise pollution has increased. Is spread to include religious organizations, recreational centers and events, hospitality industries, schools and academic institutions, public spaces, and even residential houses turned into alternative uses. Noise pollution is at its worst in densely populated areas, especially in Lagos. It can cause hearing loss, stress, high blood pressure, sleep loss, distraction, and lost productivity. Environmental pollution from noise over the last 3 years are not showing signs of slowing down, despite several efforts carried out by the agency to ensure compliance with noise levels. Noise pollution have always amounted to over 80% of all public complaints for the last 3 to 4 years. In 2023 alone, between January and October, a total number of 1,950 cases of noise infractions were reported to the agency, involving not less than 29,250 Lagosian stakeholders. For the records, industrial facilities and workshops are expected to have a minimum of 85 decibel and strong noise level, while all offices should not exceed 50 decibel and strong. Public address system in residential quarters should have a maximum of 60 decibel and strong during the day and 40 decibel and strong at night. On the other hand, hospitals, schools, and libraries are not to exceed 45 decibel angstrom during the day and 35 decibel angstrom at night. Residential estates have lost their values due to noise pollution, while many Lagosians are under stress-induced symptoms caused by noise, such as insomnia, hypertension, longer recovery rates emanating from lack of sufficient rest hours, and lots more. After COVID-19, which caused a shift in work, how work can be done in today's modern world, the agency have received numerous complaints from citizens who have challenges working from home because of noisy neighbors. Noise pollution from religious organizations has consistently been the highest organizational sources. However, like other sources and forms of noise pollution, behavioral and social cultural inclinations have been the reason behind the misnomer. This is why the agency is not relenting in its advocacy and public enlightenment campaign towards noise compliance. In conclusion, environmental pollution is the outcome of man's input into the ecosystem. Hence, the best ways to redress the menace is to control our actions and practices, become tolerant, conscientious, embrace green energy, eschew wasteful lifestyles, and promote healthy habits, good sanitation, reuse, recycling, recovery, and technological innovations. Above all, we must walk our talk, just like India is doing, from being a major polluter to fulfilling its nationally determined contributions on climate change. With 17% of the world's population and now outnumbering China as the most populated, India now has less than 4% emission. The onus is therefore left for us to join hands together and change the Nigerian narrative in our fight against environmental pollution. This is the message we want the Nigerian press to advance, with the special input and support of the Guild of Photojournalists in Nigeria. Thank you. If you permit me, sir, I just want to say one or two things, because I've come here to also learn one or two things. When I was serving during my youth corps, I developed interest in photography, and I used it as a survivor, you know. So everything I had today really got me excited. And I also want to add that I have seen news and information. In fact, I've seen photography transform people's life. It was photography that brought this lady Olajumoke, this great seller. Yes, it was just photography that changed their life. And there are so many pictures, when you just see them in news, it touches the heart, because the photography captures the scene, and people just stick with the news like that. It's so original and evidential, and these are the things that AI cannot do, because the AI will not be able to, see that this girl is, hungry. Let me take this and, show to the world, and so on like the same way, photography can partner with environmental pollution, because when we are able to get
have two more speakers to speak, but the most important thing, Saz and Ma, is that we want you to wait immediately for the group photograph. So we just have like 20 minutes and we'll be done. Without further ado, please help me warmly welcome to the stage Mr. Bolaji Saga. Please put your hands together as it comes up, please. We have 20 minutes. We want to do this as fast as possible so that we can go into the next item. Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon. My name is Kingsley Laguna. I'm presenting Mr. Bolaji Obusaga, who is unavoidably absent. Last night he called me and said, well, he wanted to be here himself. I was actually prepared. Mr. Jala was in our office last week and he was planning to be here, but something happened last night. And he called me and said, Kingsley, you have to be present at this important event. So he's sending his greetings and I'm here presenting him. The first speaker on AI, Mr. Shina Badam, was my mentor. I was a journalist with the Week magazine under Simon Kalawole. Then I covered IT Telecom, and we used to look up to Mr. Shina then, who was an IT then. So we look up to him, and we just flow with him. So it's interesting for me to also see him here today, and also see some important faces here today. I'm happy that I'm in the midst of my people. In fact, I'm in the midst of my family. And I've been asked to talk on artificial intelligence and the spread of misinformation in today's journalism. Technology is changing the way we think. Technology is changing everything. And it's also affecting even the journalism. Before now, nobody ever thought there would be online media. Nobody thought of social media. The mainstream newspaper used to, set agenda then. But things are changing now. Many of us heard about the death of Mobad. He was even popular when he died than when he was alive. Many of us did not even know him. But when he died, when did you hear the news? Was it on the front page of Punch? Was it on the front page of Vanguard? Was it on the front page of This Day? Social media. Social media is not setting agenda. And now, the newspaper is now becoming the reference material. So technology is evolving, and it will continue like this for years to come. And we need to live with it. In fact, if you don't embrace technology, you will soon become outdated. So as it evolves, you need also to evolve with it. And in today's digital age, images have become a ubiquitous form of communication, shaping our understanding of the world around us. Photojournalism, the art of capturing and presenting impactful imagery, has long served as a powerful tool for documenting history, informing the public, and holding power accountable. Journalism has emerged as a powerful tool for shaping public perception and understanding. AI-powered tools, which is artificial intelligence-powered tools, have revolutionized the way images are created and edited. Techniques like deepfakes which seamlessly superimpose faces onto existing videos and sophisticated image editing software capable of subtle and undetectable alteration have opened the door for a new era of image manipulation. Images are now being manipulated via the AI. While these advancements offer exciting possibilities for creative expression, they also pose a significant threat to the very essence of photojournalism, capturing and presenting authentic representation of our world. Photojournalists now have a unique challenge. And what is that challenge? Navigating the complexities of AI-powered manipulation and ensuring the integrity of their work. Traditional methods of verification may no longer be sufficient, and the rapid pace of technological advancement necessitates continuous learning and adaptation. Just like my Mr. Father has said, continuous learning and adaptation. We need to continue to learn. The future of photojournalism rests upon its ability to adapt to the ever-evolving media landscape and address the challenges posed by AI-powered misinformation by embracing technological advancements, upholding ethical standards, and fostering collaboration with the media community. Photojournalists can continue to play a vital role in our society and ensuring the integrity of their visual storytelling and holding power accountable in an increasingly interconnected and media-saturated world. Now, talking about the AI-powered manipulation techniques. The capabilities of AI have created a landscape where images can be manipulated in ways that are increasingly difficult to detect. Techniques like deepfakes, which create realistic videos of people saying or doing things they never did, and image editing software capable of subtle alteration can distort reality and sow discord. Now, what are the consequences of this misinformation? One, the spread of fake news and manipulated images can have significant consequences, both on individual, the societal levels. It can erode trust in the media, fuel political polarization, and even incite violence. By the time you begin to see manipulated pictures being circulated in the media, it can lead to a lot of things. Just like the last political, before the election we had, there were a lot of, pictures that are being circulated. And these pictures most of these pictures are actually fake because they are AI manipulated. Now, what are the challenges for photojournalists? Photojournalists face new challenges in verifying the authenticity of images. How do you verify this authenticity of images that are sent to you? Because as a photojournalist, they send images to you and you must publish. So how do you begin to verify this thing? Traditional methods may no longer be sufficient. And technology, like I said, is what is evolving. New tools and techniques are needed to distinguish between real and manipulated content. How do we combat? Now, combating the spread of misinformation via AI. Fortunately, several strategies can help combat the spread of misinformation in photojournalism. One, you need to embrace AI-based verification tools. There are tools now. The same AI that is manipulating also have some verification tools in place. Tools like the image forensics and anomaly detection algorithms are being developed to assist photojournalists in identifying manipulated images. The moment they send images to you and you are not sure of the source, you are not even sure of the correctness of the image, what you need to do is to verify the authenticity of this image via AI-based tools. Then again, photojournalists need to uphold ethical practices. If you are not sure of the source of the picture, like we are taught in journalism, don't publish. If you are not sure of the fact, don't publish and put yourself in trouble because it can lead to libel. And nobody wants to face legal battle these days. So you need to uphold ethical practices. Photojournalists must remain committed to transparency and ethical guidelines, disclosing editing techniques and clearly differentiating between manipulated and original content. You should be able to look for it and be able to identify, no, this one is manipulated. I don't need to publish this. You save yourself, a lot of trouble. Also, photojournalists must promote media literacy. Thank God for what is happening here. This is part of education, educating the people. You need to take this beyond even this level. You need to take it to the public. Why they don't need to circulate, fake pictures? Because it's going to also affect your integrity. The moment you publish, people say, who publishes it? It's from this day. Which photographer? This person. They will begin to look at you as somebody that circulates misinformation, and it's going to affect your own image. So how do you now verify pictures in modern times? One, investigate the source. Who is sending the picture to you? Identify the photographer or organization claiming ownership of the image. Check their credentials and reputation before you publish. Check. For that is one of the offering of journalism. Check. You need to check. Who is sending this picture to me? Does the person have integrity? You need to check. Then two, trace the image back to its original source. Was it published elsewhere? If so, where? What contest? That's a challenge that photojournalists, need to contend with. Then again, they need to look for inconsistencies in the metadata. Thank God that even most of the modern cameras we have now have metadata. It will show the date, the location of camera model. You need to look for inconsistency in the metadata. If it's inconsistent, you know that it's actually manipulated and not fit for publication. Also, verifying, analyze the image visually. We need to look for signs of manipulation. This includes the pixelation, unnatural lighting. But by the time you look at it, this lighting is not natural. Distorted proportions in the picture, or the presence of objects or people that wouldn't be in the original scene. You should be able to detect that as photojournalists. And most importantly, you also need to consult with experts. If you are unsure about the honesty of an image, like I said, you are not sure of it, instead of rushing to publish it, take it to a consultant or consult with experts who will now consider, seeking assistance from a professional photojournalist, forensic experts, or image or education service. Then also utilize technological tools. Image forensics software can be used. These tools can analyze the digital fingerprints of an image to detect signs of manipulation. And again, I want to also implore the photojournalists to also look for a way of, involving the IT companies or software developers, to help them in this. But most of this software, I don't know, to be expensive. By the time you partner with them, they can actually help you to, get some software which you can install and be able to, check the authenticity of some of the pictures before you publish. That's going to help your job so well. Then again, consider the context. Evaluate the purpose of the image and its intended audience. This can help assess the potential risk of misinformation. Be mindful of biases and agendas, especially in political time. Images can be used to promote specific narratives or agendas. So it is important to be aware of potential biases. see some brands, competing brands, they can begin to take pictures just to pull down the other brand. So be careful. Don't let them use it as tool. Because when the consequences will come, you are going to face it alongside with them. In law, there's no, I don't know in law. You are guilty, you are guilty. Let me just conclude by saying that by following these steps and staying informed about the latest technologies and trends, journalists and publishers can ensure the integrity of the images they publish and protect their readers from misinformation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much for keeping to time. Really appreciate it. Doctor, it's your time, sir, to come and talk. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please. He's coming straight from the Nigerian Union of Journalism, and he has something to tell us. Please, listen to him.
Thank you, sir. My name is Sil Adeboyola. I'm not going to give any lecture, just to have an overview of what has been said on the issue of AI and photography. But I like one thing that Mr. Badru said. The picture might not be ours to know, but we can get ourselves prepared for it. But I also want to let everybody know that most of the misinformation that we are having on social media are actually not from the mainstream media organization. It's because of the pollution we are having through social media that everything has gone to the top. And that is where the challenge is. Interestingly, most of the photojournalists here are weaned from the mainstream. They might be operating in an internet recharge environment. But what they know, and which some of them are experiencing now, is that journalism that Mr. Badru and some of us practice is no longer what they are having now. If I call one person now and I ask, how many photojournalists do you have? Why did you have in your organization 5 years ago? And how many do you have now? They know that things are no longer in as easy to them. And their road will be rougher in the coming years ahead. But I also know that shortly after the incident when Osama bin Laden was killed, and the whole world was awash with his fake image the following day, no media organization has published anything just anyhow ever since. And between now and let's say 7 years now, we've been hearing of fact checking. It has now become the norm. Now we are having AI. And when we are talking of AI, we are talking of computer-generated image. For photojournalists there, we need to distinguish between AI manipulated image and AI generated image. The AI manipulated image has to do with all these deep fakes, those kind of who is wearing his trouser. If he's down, he cannot hold his hand. Those are the kind of things, and they are not the journalists that are doing that. But with photography, we are talking of images captured with camera that is recording light. The big question is, for how long will photojournalists stay and stick with that when the media organizations are now being given free images, not only by the PR organization, but if they go on the net and any images they want to publish, they get it there. The photojournalists there know that there's struggle ahead. Your job is not secured. Although we all know that glory belongs to God. So that is where the advice given me that Mr. Badu, we need to take it seriously. We need to have a new mindset, a new skill set. But when you have those things, what do you use them for? Because what AI is doing now, AI will not go come here and take picture. Grant will not take the award. So which means those who are giving awards over there are also aware of what technology is doing. But for us in Nigeria, how do we get ourselves prepared? I'm also going to say that the market of photography is not really in Nigeria. It's outside there. And that is if we take photography serious beyond what we are doing now. Nigeria is not a photo-friendly society. Our level of appreciation is low, and that is why the media, what they've been publishing, the way they've been publishing photographs, since when photography came into Nigeria around 1920 something, you see the way we are doing it now. It has not changed. And I find somebody to prove me wrong that it has changed. But in moving forward, the future we like is storytelling, visual storytelling, not single images. And when we can do that, then it will be possible for us to translate issues into visual storytelling. How can we show pollution? How can we show voice pollution? Telling story with it. Beyond just taking pictures of events, AGM, and the rest, which our editors are getting free of charge now. We can do it, and we have to start doing it. And that was why I put the challenge that next meeting that we'll be having in 2024, we should have a division that is on environment. Then we can now invite those people that we have there to come and see, because it will be an X-ray of whether we are learning or not. It's what we can do. On our own, we are not promoting issue-based photography. Sometimes I also know the newspapers are not publishing them. We've done an experiment where there was a photo visual storytelling. When it got to some media organizations, it's turned into picture stories. Instead of using photographs to drive those stories, they publish one picture. You can't say that is visual storytelling. But if the media organizations are not publishing our stories, what about our blogs? You can open blogs, you can have group blogs. All of us, some of us can come together, although Nigeria is where everybody wants to be an emperor. We want to do it alone. We want to be the star. Not even believing that when we come together, we are stronger and we can achieve more. If we cannot do it individually, Guild of Photojournalists can do that. We can open a website where our members can be presenting, showcasing our story. That is the way of helping people. And you discover that by the time some people have found their feet and they know that they are strong enough, they pull up. They want to go and do something on their own. They want to have their own website where they can sell their photograph and the rest. That is the future I want us to
Like I said, immediately we want to go for the exhibition. We're enjoying those on the high table to please join us in the exhibition. Please, we are going for the exhibition right now. We want the all the on the high table to please join us for the exhibition. Like I said, immediately after the exhibition, we're going to be having the award presentation. We want to also quickly do that before we go into dinner. We're going to want to make sure that we work within time. And so, please, let's go for the exhibition right now. I want us to be able to do all of this in quality time, so we can all leave here in quality time. Please, let's go for the exhibition. Mr. Chairman, sir, please lead us to Mr. Ajala, please lead us to the exhibition. Mr. Ajala, please, exhibition. While the exhibition is going on, Madam, the Forever Living Mommy. Forever Living Mommy, please come forward and show us what you wanted to show us while the exhibition is on. Yes. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Yes, there was an experiment I conducted the other time. I just want to show you the effects of the Arctic Sea, omega-3 and 9, on the styrofoam. This is how it melts bad cholesterol. So we cannot bring any fat out of the skin or the intestine now. But when you take Arctic Sea omega-3 and 9, it takes care of the plaques that are in the arteries. So the blood can pump, the heart can pump the blood to very good areas of the body. So I just want to show you the power of artists. Thank you very much. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. DJ. The exhibition is going to be going on just for like 5 minutes. I want somebody who is going to be helping us with the award to please come around so that we can get ready for the awards. Because immediately after the exhibition, I want us to go into the awards so that we can go into dinner. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, dinner is being served. So please make sure you stay back so that I can enjoy the very sumptuous dinner that has been prepared for you. whilst the award will be going on, we will be eating our dinner so that we can do it pari passu. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, like I said, dinner is served. So whilst the award will be going on, we are going to be having our dinner alongside the award presentation. Like I said before, dinner has been served. So whilst the award will be presented, we'll be having our dinner alongside that. We'd also want to plead with all of those who are seated on the high table to please return back to the high table as we have made provision for their food and we will want them to join us in dinner.
Yeah, you find that
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we want to start the presentation of the award. And the first award we are going to be presenting is without a doubt a very, very, very prestigious award. And this award will be presented by one of our keynote speakers, and I'm sure you had a wonderful time listening to him. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please help me celebrate Mr. Shino Badru. So please come forward to do this presentation. Like I said, we want to start the first set of awards. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, can I have your audience, please? I need your attention here. We're starting the presentation of words. Please let us celebrate Mr. Badru, who is going to be doing the first presentation of award. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. Badru. The first award that we are going to be presenting today would be going to a man that I have a lot of respect for. He is a traditional father. Is someone who, since he got into office of his father, have shown clearly that the traditional office have a very special relevance in our history in Nigeria, and therefore is today being awarded the most admired royal father of the year. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please help us celebrate His Royal Majesty Ogiame Atuashe III, CFR, the Olu of Warri. Let's put our hands together for him, please. He's being represented here by his media aid. Please help us celebrate him. Thank you so much, sir. The second word for today's occasion is the award of the Social Impact Personality of the Year. And this is being awarded to Senator Prince Ned Nwoko. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please help us celebrate him. The award is also going to be taken on his behalf by the media head of the Olu of Warri. The third award we're going to present today is the GPN Young PR Expert. And that goes to Mr. Adeli Ifayo Moses. Let us celebrate him as he takes his award. The GPN Young PR Expert of the Year. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. I will stand on
listing protocol. Actually, learned this afternoon. I'm here to the capacity. Like Olu already told me when I sent him the letter, that though the time was too short, but let's say I go and I've given him update and also sent the online link. Olu already is a forward-thinking king, and I believe that we should evolve as we live our life, as technology comes in and AI. He believes that the monarch shouldn't just sit in the palace all alone. If there's a way you can attract development, your community, he is also believing that the time is coming to have a screen in the palace. Even if it's in America or in London and there's something to celebrate on, just press the screen and it will be there just like we have our Zoom meeting and all of that. He appreciates this and is blessing with the association. Thank you so much. And also on behalf of Prince Senator Nedwoho, as customary demand, anyway, he doesn't like to come to Lagos. He said Lagos is for the hustler. Sorry to use the word, and I'm sure maybe because maybe traffic has dealt with him one time or the other, and if there's any event in Lagos, that's your base, you will represent me. And also I've asked for the support for the association, and you also get across shortly. And in my own capacity, when they reach out to me as well, I appreciate it because I actually started off as a photojournalist with the then reality magazine and all of that. And today, God helping us, and that's why I appreciate it because it's coming from people. And as well, I need to sacrifice a lot to be in Lagos. I appreciate you. And anytime the association needs support, they can reach out to us as well. Reach out to those that can support us. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir. We thank you. Please extend our very warm greetings to the Olu of Warri. Thank you very much. So I'll be calling out Dr. Jumoke to come and do the next set of presentation. And the next award that we are going to be giving out is the GPN Most Outstanding Graduate Mentorship Icon. And this award is being given to Mr. Alfred Irabo Ogoyigion, Group Managing Director of Aqua Group. I must say that his son has been here. He's probably one of the first sets of people that came to this hall this morning. He's been very patient. He's been attentive. He's participated from the beginning of the event till now. Without a doubt, is a very good ambassador of his father. Thank you so much. Please extend our greetings. The next award we're going to be giving out is the GPN Outstanding Company, Education Community Development. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to call this name very well, but he's the CEO of Igbe Power. Please help us select representative who will be coming out to pick their award. Mokhtar Bawana. Thank you so much for coming. Most outstanding education, community, and development.
entire management of Evergreen Power PLC. I want to say thank you to JPN for this initiative. Thank you so much.
Okay. The next award that will be given out is the GPN Most Preferred Hotel Destination. And that award goes to City Heights Hotel. GPN Most Preferred Hotel Destination Award. And it goes to City Heights Hotel. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you so much, ma'am. The next award that we're going to be giving out right now is a Lifetime Achievement Award Media. And this award goes to Mr. Ademola Oshinubi. We want Dr. Ola to please come out, come and give this award out. Dr. Ola, sir, come out to help us give the award out. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please help us celebrate Mr. Ademola Oshinubi Lifetime Achievement Award for the year 2023. Thank you very much, sir. The next award we're going to be giving out is Travel and Tourism Expert. And this award goes to Mr. Ayodele Stephen Omotosho. We'll call on the chairman to come and do this presentation because we're going to be giving a lifetime award to our dear doctor. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please help us celebrate as we call out for Lifetime Achievement Award Photography, Dr. Eboye Ola. Let's celebrate him as he comes out. Okay. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, there's a Toyota Camry with registration number EKY 746EQ. You're blocking somebody. I'm actually told that your tires are down, your windows are also down. Your tires are down and your windows are also down. Toyota Camry, registration number EKY 746E. Mr. Chairman, please stand by for the presentation. The next award that we're going to be giving out is the GPN Maritime Icon of the Decade. And this award goes to Dr. Bashir Yusuf Jamal, the Director General, CEO of NIMASA. Does he have a representative in the house? Do we have a representative of the Director General of NIMASA in the house? Okay. All right, we'll go on to the next award. The next award that we're going to be presenting is the GPN Lifetime Award Education, and that is given to Miss Yinka Ogunde. Okay, do we have a representative of Mrs. Yinka Ogunde? Mr. Chairman, sir. Mr. Chairman, sir. Mr. Chairman, sir. Okay. Mr. Joseph Akintola, please come and do the presentation, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, Mr. Please, do we have the representative of the Ekiti State Governor? He is meant to be taking the GPN Digital Revolution and Human Capital Award. Representative of Ekiti State Governor, Mr. Abiodun Oyebanji. The next award is the GPN Most Resilient Governor of the Year, and that is going to the Governor of Osun State, Mr. Ademola Adeleke. Do we have his representative in the house? The next award that we're going to be presenting is the award GPN Entrepreneurial Icon of the Decade, Oil and Gas. And that goes to Mr. Abdurazak Isa, the Chairman CEO of Watersmith Petroman Oil Limited. Do we have a representative in the house? The next award we're going to be giving out is the award of GPN Most Outstanding Media Friendly Bank of the Year. And that goes to UBA, United Bank for Africa. Do we have the representative of UBA in the house? Sir, please just wait for this last one. Okay, the next award that we're going to be giving out is GPN Most Outstanding Payment Platform. And that goes to Money Point Microfinance Bank. Do we have any representative of Money Point Microfinance Bank? The next award that we're going to be given is GPN Value Chain Icon of the Year, Oil and Gas. And that goes to Mr. Adegbite Falade. Do we have the representative of Mr. Adegbite Falade in the house? The next award we're going to be giving out is the GPN Most Outstanding Personality in Hospitality. An award goes to Mr. Felix King. Do we have the representative of Mr. Okay, sir. For now, the last award we're going to be giving out is the Most Outstanding Media Friendly PR Brand. And that goes to Indigo Integrated Limited. Do we have the representative of Indigo here? Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. No way. Like I said, dinner is served.
make I cool my tension, tension. I'ma give me a love like your body, they call my attention. Big ways, five days. I never lie for you, I don't place for you. I'ma get a dog place for you. Follow me, make we chop life for Dubai. Anything you want, girl, I go buy. You dey put me for high tension. This one of my confession. We go do holiday for Mumbai. Anything you want, girl, I go buy. You dey put me for high tension. This one of my confession. You got me like higher, pay back class. I wanna love you for life. I don't go like to say goodbye. Later is my disease, where the tension's way too high. You know the buttons to press to ease up my stress. I cannot compare you.
And I can't tell you're feeling the pressure. And I can't tell you're feeling the tension. You move your legs like this and that. You can't drive away depression. I can't tell your skill is precious. You can't change the whole direction. You move your legs like this and that. You can't drive away depression. Oh my ways, oh my ways, oh my ways. I like I see they go. I'm rolling on your wheel now. I'm drinking Hennessy now. I hope you see now. Say you don't bust my eyeglass. You don't scatter my glass. See my eye, I don't glass. Put me for ambulance. See why you make me bitch. Why you make me bitch. Why you did to me. God save me, please.
Now me when they clean my house. Now me when they wash my car.
I know you
Now me
got.
when they cook me, no, no.
I know you got.
Now me when they wash my clothes. Now me when they walk on your shop. Now me when they hug me, no, no. I become a vessel for my happiness. So stay me my own. Everybody get roll, no me say your own roll. Pass me my own. I become a vessel for my happiness. So stay me my own. Everybody get roll, no me say your own roll. Pass me my own. Because na God that they put on my plate, food on my plate, fit no the picture. My colossa. Even as things no they go my way, even the days I no get nothing at all. My colossa. Now me wait they drive your bus, now me wait they drive your keke. My colossa. Now me wait they run around, now me they do the job. My colossa.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, Corolla, registration number PST 972FP. You're blocking somebody, please go and help them move the car. We have another pilot with registration number EKY 179HL. You're blocking somebody, please go and help us move the car. Please, the owners of these two cars, Corolla FST 972FP, you're blocking somebody, please go and help us move the car. Pi with registration number EKY HL. Blocking somebody, please go and
It's the rainy day after. Man, I come from my place way back. Pray to God that we never lie. And you know, man, I'm going out. Highly celestial. Oh, ja, I. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Toto shala waisha. Carry on and no get stamina. No, my pecho pamina. Toto shala waisha. Carry on and no get stamina. No, my pecho pamina. Ẹni tó lówó lọ́wọ́ lọ́wọ́. If you no get to go see Pepe, me I dey low key 'cause I get OT. Olúwàjọ fèrè sọ̀rọ̀ mi, I go get money, you sure for me. Olúwàjọ fèrè sọ̀rọ̀ mi. Ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ṣàlàwà ìṣà, carry your own and no get stamina. No máa fẹjọ́ pa mí náà. Ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ṣàlàwà ìṣà, carry your own and no get stamina. No máa fẹjọ́ pa mí náà. Man, I come from my place way back. Pray to God that we never lie. And you know, man, I'm going out. Highly celestial. Oh, ja, I. Yeah. Yeah. Toto shala waisha. Carry your own and no get stamina. No, my pecho pamina. Toto shala waisha. Carry your own and no get stamina. No, my pecho pamina. Ẹni tó lówó lọ́wọ́ lọ́wọ́. If you no get to go see Pepe, me I dey low key 'cause I get OT. Olúwàjọ fèrè sọ̀rọ̀ mi, I go get money, you sure for me. Olúwàjọ fèrè sọ̀rọ̀ mi. Ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ṣàlàwà ìṣà, carry your own and no get stamina. No máa fẹjọ́ pa mí náà. Ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ṣàlàwà ìṣà, carry your own and no get stamina. No máa fẹjọ́ pa mí náà. Make it wake me up at 3. 'Cause it's zero balance, don't go make me sleep. Even if I sleep, I need to stay. Mommy steady calling, make I press money. Tolani go soon resume, that's my baby says. Kele go be 21 by the end of week, and she deserve a kid. Oh, I saw my back with a shine and show me. If you do it, won't shake back on me. So I wake up from nothing.
be small thing. Now I sometimes my head is touching. God knows I don't joke with money. Come up back to the ID room, come up back to the ID room, can be shy out. You know, expectation kills. Thinking the body don't drop, I go jam that place. Go for big batting, your plan no go black magic, no go see violence. I gotta see violence, fuck with the boy like me, go see violence. Sapa o le tell me long, come on to your legs, you back with your love come. Monday for your AJ, Dajin is Saturday, I no go feel it on the matter, go the God. Just a papa, an iPhone. You don't believe in grace, but you better find some. Cause this one don't be so catchy, you get the life, bro. I be trying to make a fortune, I no fit to die, bro. I get many people way down in that low. I saw my back on the shine and show me. If you do it, motion back on me. So I wake up from nothing to something. Waiting my day face sometimes, no be small thing. Now I sometimes my head is touching. God knows I don't joke with money. Come up back to the ID me, come up back to the ID me, can be shy Alex. You know expectation kills. Thinking the body don't drop, I go jam that place. Oh go for big batting, your plan no go black magic, no go see violence. I gotta see violence, fuck with the boy like me, go see violence. Junior colleague, don't keep it. That for my sake, I don't want to beg for a blah. They could not require my answer. So take it by time to get. Take it, don't say I didn't fire. Go to money to my lamy. Or not to my son, the money. Connection will go change my life. Got to share to come up back to balance. Make it come my way. Make it come my way. Make it come my way. Give me back to share. Make it come my way. Make it come my way. Make it come my way. Give me back to share. I don't want to beg for money. I just go out for money. But tell them I just come up with first class, the worry. Euro, Yankee, Kilo Duro, into a Johnny Wokuto. You fuck up broken bottles, forgive me to do that no good. I'm walking far away from all the sorrows and the day. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Gone on my January, gone on my January. Make all my friends and families my general come and take go. Me, baby. Guess I miss me, baby. In junior colleague, don't keep it. That for my shit, baby, my I don't want to beg you for a blah. They do not require my answer. So take it by time to get. Take it, don't say I did para. Go to money to my lamy. Or not to my son, the money. Connection will go change my life. Got to share to come up back to balance. Make it come my way. Make it come my way. Make it come my way. Give me back to share. Make it come my way. Make it come my way. Make it come my way. Give me back to share. Scenario kan ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mo fún lójú mi méjèèjì. Ó jẹ́ ọmọ kan tó wà lẹ́sìn ìpínlẹ̀ tó kókó ṣe lè tẹ̀. Tí ẹnu wọn lára fọmú fún náà lọ́sùlà. Ọ̀la wọn tó ti fi lọ́kọ̀ balẹ̀ ló lè tọ́ fúra. Wọ́n ní mo fún rú tó bàjẹ́ kò mọ̀ ọ́rọ́ sọ.
Sabi girl no dey too like talk. Animals dey in human form. Body man nobody like work, but you must hustle if you want job. E no finish dem wan fight us. If dem dey run dem no fit catch up. I know dey form say I too righteous. No come dey form say you too like us. Me no get the time for the hate and the bad energy. Got my mind on
I saw you in a magazine or if you're on TV, that one don't mean nothing to me. Don't need a shower, baby, I need a free. Lick it like ice cream, as if you mean to be disgusting. It's nothing. Chop my banana, one side I like and no stopping. Push up, fuck that. Oh yeah, jello. Oh yeah, oh yeah, Mama Sheba, come back on. Make me the start to the paragon. Start to the halagon. Cause you know say my people they calagon. Ogulo, my power. As I hating on us, make me my yamo. No, I be my father's son. Cause you know say I come from Potako. That's why I'm a jago. Start to the dance, I'm like I do. I go show you some bounce and the lago, cause I be.
When they ask me plenty questions about you, oh baby I tell them, and I know I choose. Oh I choose you, that one I know I lose. Oh baby I tell them, and I know I choose. I'll be waiting for you, baby, would you come to me? And I don't need no other person, you are all I need. And all my friends, they think I'm crazy, but I think like I'm busy. Hold you down, hold me down like this. Say you go cry with me when I cry. Say you go dance for me to make me smile. I know the road is rough and baby, but why not be a baby? Would you ride with me? My ride or die.
Compromise. Not because of you I compromise. Not because of you I compromise. Many things we I know they do, but because of you I don't they compromise. Okay, Mute, would you come tonight? Shall I come to yours or you come to mine? Anyhow we be, we go compromise. Hey, compromise.
More music on trendybeats.com.
We not go far, we not go go, we go win, you go know. All of the blessings fall on my yard. Blessings stay for my yard. And like I died, you go be, you go see, you go feel because the blessings fall on my yard. Blessings fall on my yard, yard, yard. That's why they ask me my alcohol. I don't wanna reason bad things no more. I don't wanna go back to where I did before. Make nobody stress me, not disturb me, cha cha cha. I sip my alcohol. I don't wanna reason bad things no more. I don't wanna go back to where I did before. Make nobody stress me, not disturb me, cha cha cha.
What have you done to me? I don't know. Believe me, believe me, believe me. It has to be you. I need you. I need you for my family. Believe me, believe me. It has to be you. I need you. I need you for my family. It must be you. It must be you. I need you. I need you for my family. It must be you. It must be you. I need you. I need you for my family. Oh baby, oh, been in
Man, get united till I fade out. If the vibe no pure on my way out. Pull up, anytime we step out. The men them outside, we know they house. No they look for us, we know they house. No they see the mullah, we don't spray out. Thank God, said the maga don't pay out. Okay, see, I'm ahead of them, I shoot at you. I'm a fucking baller, you got only me. No man fit talk shit to me, me know me, you go collect oh. See, I'm on a me, they lead, I shoot at you. I'm a fucking baller, you got only me. No man fit talk shit to me, me know me, you go collect oh. Cheers to my friends and click. When I call them, I all pulling up. Go strap up with the guns and the swords and things. Bring hell to anybody who try to test me. I'm your dad, I'm your uncle, I'm your popsy. I the old man, no go, they call me Gen Z. Where I see, steady giving them the multi love power. They can never near me. I smile lover, just go. My own boy, don't show. I'm on my polo white, my face show. Sweet boy for life, you don't know. You're serious, babe, they worry my phone. You done this up for back, you don't know. Every day we dey run, I'm on call. Supposed to know how the thing go. Man, get united till I fade out. If the vibe no pure on my way out. Pull up, anytime we step out. The men them outside, we know they house. No they look for us, we know they house. No they see the mullah, we don't spray out. Thank God, said the maga don't pay out. Okay, see, I'm ahead of them, I show at you. I'm a fucking baller, you got only me. No man.
So below you speak a little ginger. Oh girl, I wanna be with you, but you know they got enough time from me. I wanna live with you. I got the reason why I can't let go. Girl, you never know, so you gon' gossip. Man, them so far to find your love. Girl, you never know, so you gon' gossip. Man, them so far to find your love. Girl, you never know, so you gon' gossip. Man, them so far to find your love. Girl, you never know, so you gon' gossip. Man, them so far to find your love. Match on your chin, now what you don't talk. Got me like a thief in a night long door. All of my niggas them fall. I think you go ever need that talk. Match on your chin, now what you don't know. Taking it a break, I get me, I know the rush. Baby, if you want me, catch a rebel, but me say without me.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we would like to thank everyone for staying here up till now. But right now, I'll be calling on the secretary of the association to please come forward to come and give the vote of thanks. Please help me warmly welcome to the stage Mr. Odutayo Odusoya. Put your hands together as he comes on stage, please.
Good evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of my chairman, Mr. Abiodun Ajala, and the entire members of the Guild of Photojournalists Nigeria, I want to appreciate you for your love and kindness, for your support morally, financially, towards this auspicious event. There's no doubt that we have learned one or two things in this particular edition. The mission of this association is to approach this profession with the zeal of knowledge, and we are trying to change the narrative of this profession. From what our elders, the veterans, have said today, that the profession of photojournalism is changing and we have to change with it. Therefore, we are trying our best also that every edition of our conference that we come up with ideas, with narratives that will change the entire landscape of photojournalism. We want to appreciate all our guest speakers, from keynote speaker Dr. Kazim to our amiable Mr. Badaru, Mr. Okusaga, Mr. Omotosho, and the host of others who came to support us, and Mr. Ajayi, who is unavoidably absent, and also to our grand patron, Dr. Akibi, who we learned is a bit under the weather. We want to appreciate all members of the Photojournalists Association of Nigeria, the chairman, Mrs. Alaba Igbarola, who was ably represented by our secretary, Mr. Kazim Bakene, all the photo editors here. I can see the editor of the Nation newspapers, Dr. Ayodele. Thank you so much, sir. Also the editor of Vanguard newspapers, SLA himself. Thank you so much for coming, sir. And we have so many photo editors here who are members of this association. We appreciate you. Partners, all the communications and corporate communication, either advisors, specialists, or managers who came or who sent their representatives. We appreciate you. So many brands that we cannot mention, but of course you can see them on our banner. We appreciate you for your yearly support. You will not be tired of us, and we also pray that we will be dynamic in the stuff that we do, and hopefully we pray that come next year it's going to be a new narrative, hopefully, and all that we have learned today, we hope to put them in practice, that when we come next year, you will also love what we have done. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. We pray that when you going back home, you won't have any issues on the way. I will not hear any bad news. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, can we have the ESCOs come up to take a group picture? Can we have the ESCOs of the Guild of Photojournalists Nigeria to please come forward to take a group picture? All ESCOs, please come forward. Let's have our group picture. Ashiwaju, please come forward. All the ESCOs of the Guild and all the planning committee, okay, all the planning committee for 2023, please get ready. Immediately after this group picture, all the planning committee for this year's conference, you will come out for your own group picture as well. See the planning committee after. Wait, let the ESCO take. Immediately after then, we'll have the planning committee. Planning committee, oh yeah, join them. All the members of the planning committee for this year's conference should please come forward. All the planning committee. Said Olubon. Okay.
Mission committee. Committees. Mr. Walaka.
Baraka. Akin Farrington. Mr. Ibiroke. Please, all the exhibition committees, please come forward. Exhibition committee.
Alóyinlo òde wálé agbẹ́dẹ́gbẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ o. Sílẹ̀ bàbá wọn ká tán délẹ̀ o. Mi ò ní lọ síbi kan bàbá wọn ká tán délẹ̀ adùnkẹ́ wọ́dí sí i. Èwo ni kó ló bá torí mo fẹ́ fọ́mọ yín. Sọ̀kọ̀kọ̀ láti tó sílẹ̀ bàbá wọn ká tán délẹ̀ kólóbá eléré ò dá o sí ṣàbùyà òdéléré ò dá sí ṣàbùyà àwọn kan bẹ nílẹ̀ yìí ojoojúmọ́ ló ń ṣọmọ wọn kó náà dìbò sí ṣàbùyà orúkọ kékeré láti mọ̀ wọ́n káàkiri. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni mo bẹ̀ni o, ìdọ̀bálẹ̀ mi máa rẹ ẹjẹ́ ń fẹ́ ìyàwó mi o. Sílẹ̀, bàbá wọn ká tán délẹ̀ o. Mi ò ní lọ síbi kan, bàbá wọn ká tán délẹ̀ adùnkẹ́ wọ́dí sí i. Èwo ni kó ló bá torí mo fẹ́ fọ́mọ yín. Láti tó sílẹ̀ bàbá wọn ká tán délẹ̀ kólóbá. I will do what they say. What matters to me is to become a sugar. I will do what they say. What matters to me is to love her forever. I will do what they say. What matters to me is to love her forever. Oh, I will do what they say. It's my turn to get paid. About that all day. Mi ò ní lọ síbi kan, about that all day. I don't care what they say. Orí kólóbá, orí mo fẹ́ fọ́mọ yín.
It's my turn to get baby.
Exclusive from MaxiVibes.com.
Àyà mi, bẹ́yọ̀ bá ń yálẹ̀ ẹ̀dá ohun burúkú a máa yọ ọ̀rú wọn ṣe ni. Mo ti sọ tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ nínú orin tó ré kọjá. Ẹni Ọlọ́run fẹ́ lọ́mọ èèyàn fẹ́. Ẹ máa yọ́nú sí mi. Àgbàtọ̀mọdé ẹ máa yọ́nú sí mi o. Ọkùnrin tóbìnrin ẹ yọ́nú sí mi. Ẹni bá yọ́nú sí mi. Ṣọ́jú ìyọ́nú Ọlọ́run ọba. Ìyọ́nú Ọlọ́run ọba.
Hello. Please, all members should come out for photograph. All members. All members, please.
Àyà mi, bẹ́yọ̀ bá ń yálẹ̀ ẹ̀dá ohun burúkú a máa yọ ọ̀rú wọn ṣe ni. Mo ti sọ tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ nínú orin tó ré kọjá. Ẹni Ọlọ́run fẹ́ lọ́mọ èèyàn fẹ́. Ẹ ẹ̀ máa yọnu sí mi. Ọkùnrin ẹ̀ yọnu sí mi. Obìnrin ẹ̀ yọnu sí mi. Gbogbo ẹni bá yọnu sí mi o. Ó ṣọ́jú ìyọnu ọlọ́run ọba. 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 Òun lẹ́rẹ̀ máa rí. Àánú mo rí gbà adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Àánú mo rí gbà adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Èmi jáyé orí mi adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Kì í dẹ́ ṣe mí mọ̀ ọ́n ṣe adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Kì má dẹ́ ṣe mí mọ̀ ọ́n ṣe adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Àánú mo rí gbà adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Ọmọ aládé àlàáfíà adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Àyìndé ọmọ aládé àlàáfíà adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Ìran ẹ̀yà kìnìún Júdà adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Gbòǹgbò ìdílé Jésè adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Àánú mo rí gbà adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Ọlọ́lọ́gbòkò fọ́lẹ̀ o adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Ọlọ́lọ́gbòkò fọ́lẹ̀ adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Kì í ṣe bẹ́yẹ kẹ́yẹ adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Kì má jẹ́ ṣe bẹ́yẹ kẹ́yẹ adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Ọmọ Síkírù Àyìndé Barrister adé orí ọ̀gbìn.
Bàbá lè mi sunu mọ́tò. Ó pọ̀. DJ Plenty bí láti lórí. Ìbàgọ́ lè mi súnlẹ̀ àkọ́kù. Ìbàgọ́ lè mi wọ́wọ́ sàwíyà. Ìbàgọ́ lè mi súnlẹ̀ àkọ́kù. Ìbàgọ́ lè mi wọ́wọ́ sàwíyà. DJ Plenty bí láti lórí. Ìbàgọ́ lè mi máa ń gbà jẹ́kù. Nígbà kan tó ń bú wa, àṣàlẹ̀ jẹ́ lórúkọ tó ń pè wá o. Mi ò lówó ní ṣáínà, mi ò lówó.
You give me life with the solar. Can't be all up taking over. On a good day, I be loner. See what you make me discover. Kelly don't change my persona. The revelation is in order. All the pressure I've been under. Why I call you Ngozi? God don't bless me Ngozi. No deserve this kind loving. The loving way you show me. Private lounging in Paris. With expensive room service. No one make me do like this. Girl, I got you, no worries. No worries, He did do me wow, wow. Sata my intana. Baby, on sala. Killing me kitana. Check all of his wow. Attention in the lala. Every no desire. Killing me kitana. He did do me wow, wow, wow. Sata my intana. Baby, on sala. Killing me kitana. Check all of his wow, wow. Attention in the lala. Every no desire. Killing me
Everything you put for this, your dollar. Got my heart, got my soul on love. And I wanna go crazy with you. Through the night till the sun come out. Let's do it all for love. There's no people any for love. I never wanna lose this. To you I belong. This must be love. You did do me wow, wow. Got my mind down. I love like baby, you're inside out. You give me make it on.
23, 24, she I tell them before me, they stop to defend the fall. She like, yeah, if you don't, be the ball, tell me what to do, I can't do. Me, I know skid that do. Tell me what to do, I know beyond to. Then bad do my bad do. Play a cut of can do. Tell me small shot of do. Walking poetry, I am great time. Walk over to Gasca. Now Gasca, what I love ya. Now one no time for drama. Walking poetry, I am great time. Walk over to Gasca. Now Gasca, what I love ya. Now one no time for drama. Them chapo, the minister of Betty Commander. Capon the duty. I'm on one, what did you ginger? I'm guilty, that's my swag, the queue. I don't go up you, no it's hard to swallow the pew. Then I gym, that I hit me, though I kill. Shout out to my space, but my man, she be my queen. Oh, go, I love a mogo, I know go, boom, I'm a call, no the boko, poloko, omoko, on the rock, you know, my tongue, yeah. All I saw me, be too party, I too bad. You could feel I'm like all those too dry. I know the buka, never lose, I can't get you.
Allah lagi ni ya Syakir.
Pàdé mi hustle lọ, torí gbà tí bá ní kò bọ́ọ̀kù lọ, àlàyé mi